the solution to that is actually removing himself as the bottleneck. So one of the things that I value is helping people remove themselves as the bottleneck for the work that they do. We all have to do work, and I get that, but oftentimes there's work that we have to do just because we've been doing it that way. We don't actually have to do it. So I'm working with founder for a financial company, and I was just asking, hey, what kind of tools or systems would you want freedom from, specifically related to process and connecting technology? And I had the idea like, I can connect anything, especially using some of the tools that I have to help him find freedom. And he responded with something that I was like, oh, interesting. That actually isn't solved by automation. That's solved by something a little bit different. And so he mentioned that he has a small team, and a small team will sometimes text him two-factor authentication or 2FA, and that he would then have to go check his email and then text them the authentication code, which I know there's lots of issues with that in general. But the issue there isn't actually an automation thing. Like, maybe it's actually a security issue. And so the solution to that is actually removing himself as the bottleneck. And so that means information has to come to him, and then it can't get to where it needs to go. Just like if you're pouring something out of a bottle, it is the thing that makes not enough come out or a lot come out at one time. So if he removes himself as a bottleneck, what does that mean? What does that look like? Well, in the simple way of doing that is changing your login credentials, changing the way you set up accounts and all of that. Instead of it being attached to a person, have it attached to a role or an email address. And so there's a variety of ways to do this. If you use Google Workspace, the simple way is to go into your admin panel and then I think it's create an alias or create an alternative email address. And so then, like, I have a few set up for mine, like connect@ideating.llc. So then I can plug that in to different channels and different spaces. And so I can hand that off to someone else. And then you can also create a group email from that. And so if you use Microsoft Teams, you can create a group inbox or a group email and just add your people to that. One of the big benefits of that, removing yourself as a bottleneck, is that then you can have other people get that information for you. You don't have to do it. And so then if they're doing something on the weekend, it's not dependent on you, and it doesn't stop them from moving forward with the work that they're doing. An added benefit to using a collaborative inbox or a group email is that you can allow people to come in and out of that group. So maybe you have an owner and you have managers and then employees. So maybe you only want to give access to those managers. But what if one of those managers leaves and you promote someone into that manager space? What you have to do is you go into the collaborative inbox or the group email and you change that person's name. You don't have to go through and re-authenticate and change all the security stuff. It's just a simple way to allow yourself to grow and scale and not be the bottleneck that we as owners and founders tend to be. So just wanted to share that quick, just kind of reframe. Don't attach people to services, because then the people become the bottleneck. So maybe that's you as an owner, maybe it's you as a team leader, or just you trying new things out. Just create an extra email address. Integrations@company.com or connection@yourdomain.com. This is going to allow everybody to have more freedom, more time, and get things done faster so that you can get to what matters most. That's my value. Here at Ideating and Ideas for Better, I really value helping people focus on what really matters and fixing all the other things. Yes, you have work that you have to get done. You have things that need to happen, and I get that. So let's do that in a smart way, in a simple way, so that we can have time for what matters most. I don't know what that is for you. Maybe it's family, maybe it's hobbies, maybe it's just doing more high ticket or high revenue work, and you just can't get to the work you want to do because you're doing the work that has to get done. And so this is just one of those pieces of that puzzle to free you to have more time for what really matters. If you're interested in this content, I would love like, subscribe, comment, all of that. Then also connect with me. I'd love to just shoot you an email, hear what's going on. If you have any pain points or friction, there's probably a solution out there, and that's what I like to find.